Well, what did Heimbach do otherwise? What was he making from?
What was Heimbach making?
So what did he do? What did he do for money, for a living?
He's had different jobs. I'm not sure what he was doing most recently. He may have been living on party funds. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't want to say that.
That's why the question was: he taking a salary from the party, from the organization?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. I mean, he said he never did. He has never said that he was dipping into party funds.
But wouldn't you know if he was fixing cars on the side for money or something?
Okay, so Matthew Heimbach essentially had sex with Jessica Parrott. Jessica Parrott is Matthew Parrott's wife. They just recently married, and they had a kid not long after meeting. Like, the child was conceived not very long after they met. Jessica Parrott is a known whore in these circles, and I think she was just trying to stir the pot and make men's affairs all about her, as women are, sometimes accustomed to doing as agents of chaos. And I think she initiated it. I think she took advantage of the fact that Heimbach's marriage was on the rocks, because Heimbach told me personally that Brooke Heimbach had hit the children and had hit him, and that she was mentally unstable, and they were miserable. So he was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to take care of her, but obviously things weren't working out. And at some point, Jessica Parrott moved in on that, and she was fucking both Matts. And yeah, he found out, and well, you know the story. The rest is pretty much public, with what happened with Parrott, trying to film him and setting up his wife with Heimbach to see if they'd cheat again. And they did, apparently. So it's all a big mess.
I like the part about him hiding in the cardboard box or whatever it is.
Yeah, he was standing on top of it to try to get a better vantage point of Heimbach railing his wife, I guess. For the video, right? Brooke, Matt's wife, and Matt Parrott were out there filming it together. Yeah, and he ran off. Brooke ran off. She was like, "I'm not watching this." And then I guess Matt Parrott stayed to try to get the evidence. But either way, he went in there and confronted him, and Heimbach fucking thrashed him. I'm like, if you don't fuck with Heimbach, he's like a honey badger. You saw him out there at MSU. He was throwing commies like ragdolls. You don't fuck with this guy. Like, what was Parrott thinking? So he broke his thumb. He beat his ass. He choked him out twice. He destroyed Parrott. And this guy was his mentor. This guy raised him up and made him a figure in the movement. This guy gave him animus to do everything that created the cult of Heimbach, basically. And I blame the woman. I'm just going to say this. I don't blame Heimbach nearly as much as I blame Jessica Parrott. And I think anybody that looks at this rationally and knows kind of who she is would understand that. Heimbach's just a man.
Are you saying that Heimbach didn't know who she was?
No, he knew.
She was? Or what?
No, he may not have.
What kind of a man is he if he didn't know what she was?
His marriage is on the rocks, and he's got this other chick throwing tail at him. I mean, what's he going to do? He's only a man. I mean, many great leaders have been womanizers in the past. I have to just say this. Many great leaders in the past have been notorious womanizers.
He's a lesser man.
Okay, but I would say how much more of a man than you, for instance. You have done nothing compared to a man like Heimbach. Nothing. You will probably never do anything like Heimbach has done.
I don't know why you would say that.
And he was just getting started. Here's the thing, right? Leadership decided to do this. We probably didn't have to. We probably could have stayed the course and kept Heimbach as the chairman and waited for it all to blow over. What happened was leadership was pissed off about it, and people were ready to throw him under the bus, basically. A lot of people were. And they wanted to push their own agenda and do their own thing. And I'm one of the people that pretty much agreed with a lot of what we were doing. And I liked our approach. It was working. We had 30 new applications for membership waiting when Parrott nuked the site, which may catch him charges, by the way, because of the Charlottesville lawsuit. This guy, Matthew Parrott, he really did nothing wrong here. He nuked the website with all of our details, and the Charlottesville lawsuit, they're trying to subpoena and get information about that. It's not going to go
not
through.
good
The
for
frivolous
him.
suit. No, it's not. It's really not. It's like 20 years time if they could throw the book at you. But here's the thing.
It's not good, though.
The lawsuit's not going to go through. It's frivolous. They have nothing on us. We had a federal injunction to be there. We didn't just have a permit. They denied our permit, and we went to a federal court to make sure that we could have our right to have that spot in the park that day. And the cops, the governor, the mayor all worked together to basically deny our First Amendment rights, working in conjunction with Antifa. So you may think your views are edgy. You may think your views are novel and challenging and interesting, but only my views are being shut down by the system. Literally shut down in America where we're supposed to have rights.
Your views are considered more dangerous.
Why is it dangerous for white people to say, I have an identity, I'm part of a race and part of a people? To understand, when you know what we know, you know why that's the case. It's because our racial enemies lead this country. They own this country.
Those are reactionaries to the racism, right? So then white identity movements are sort of a reaction to the reaction of the racism.
Well, we went from 95% of the population to probably less than half now, if we looked at it realistically with all the illegals.
No, dude, it's like 68%, dude. Come on, it's not less than half.
Yeah, that's the official. That's the official count. They're not gonna like throw it in your face.
It's not less than half. But anyway,
it's getting there. It will be there if it's not already in like 20 years, man, or less.
If things keep going.
Think about this. Every month, a small city-sized amount of people come into the United States. Every month.
Okay.
Do you think that's going to increase racism or decrease it?
Absolutely. It's going to balkanize every area. It's going to be civil war. You cannot throw people with wildly different values together and not expect conflict. Well, this is all human history. This is all of human history.